In yesterday's video, I spoke about effective communication, and one of the important aspects of effective communication is active listening. So, what do you mean by active listening? Active listening means to completely focus on the speaker, to understand their message, comprehend the information, and to respond thoughtfully. It simply means that you're attentively listening to the speaker or the group and understanding their core message that they want to convey and responding and reflecting on them. So, why is active listening important? According to a research, it has been found that people remember only 25 to 50% of what they hear. That means if your spouse or your partner or your boss is speaking to you for 10 minutes, chances are you'll remember only few of the information that they are giving, probably around 5 minutes of it. So when we listen actively, there are chances that we can retain the information and not miss out any critical information that is being passed on. Active listening also helps us to build that trust. It helps us to build that connection and that relationship where the speaker is comfortable enough to speak their mind and knows that they are being heard. Active listening helps us to build trust and also to understand their perspective. It helps us to avoid misunderstandings and conflicts. Active listening helps us to identify and solve problems. It helps us to in persuasion, negotiation. So active listening is a very important skill while communicating. So how do we improve our active listening, or how can we become a better listener? While listening, you can do these three things that will help you to become active listeners. The first thing that you can do is to simply pay attention. Yes, pay attention not just to the words that you hear, but also to the body language of the speaker, because a lot of times their body language says more than their words. So pay complete attention to the speaker and listen not just to their words but their body language as well. The second thing that you can do is to acknowledge, to show that you are listening. It could be as simple as nodding your head or just a smile. Show them that you are actively listening and they'll be happy to speak out their heart. And the third thing is to provide feedback. Whenever we listen, usually our thoughts, ideas, or belief systems stop us from understanding their perception or their message. So when we keep our systems aside and we openly listen to them, we can understand their message much better. So once the speaker is done, you can ask them questions if you have understood the message properly, or you can summarize what they have said just to make sure that both of you are on the same page. So when we do these three things, we increase our chances of hearing and listening and of retaining the information. So next time you are listening to somebody, make sure that you are actively listening and you're hearing not just the words but their message as well. Thank you so much for watching. This is Vinuta and I'll see you guys in my next video. Do let me know in the comments if this was useful. Thank you again.